Around 2 million Chinese agents are embedded all over the world in governments, corporates and embassies. 2 million agents. This is the biggest and first of its kind data leak from China, and it shows how vulnerable, even compromised world powers are. And before some of you point out, let me say this. The CCP, or the Communist Party of China, is indeed the second largest political party in the world. It has a lot of members, close to 92 million. Practically everyone and their grandmother in China, they do not have much of a choice. They are members of the Communist Party of China. So 2 million is not an extraordinary figure if you look at it in that perspective. And yet this story is extraordinary because these 2 million people we are talking about, the 2 million that this leak mentions, are hardcore CCP members, men and women committed to the CCP ideology. They reportedly operate as Chinese agents in foreign entities, and that is why this leak is so significant. The database we're talking about has names of 1.95 million members of the Communist Party. As I said, CCP loyalists, 1.95 million. They have infiltrated the highest possible bodies of power and influence in the modern world. This breach spans 3 continents, with the biggest infiltration in the United States, the United Kingdom and Australia. We are calling it the Great Chinese Invasion. And tonight we'll show you how Beijing is influencing politicians, diplomats, big businesses and citizens of other countries. And like I said, our story begins with a massive data breach. News outlets in the US, the UK and Australia have managed to gain access to a huge database. These are official membership records with names and details of close to 2 million Communist Party members. CCP members do not just live and work in China. They're stationed in all corners of the world. They work with power brokers, with policy influencers, government advisors, and the world's biggest corporates. You won't believe the names on this list and the number of members that each company employs. Let me first tell you about the diplomatic missions that China has compromised. Communist Party loyalists have managed to infiltrate 3 major consulates in Shanghai: the Australian, the British and the American mission. But these are not the only ones. At least 10 consulates in Shanghai have employed Communist Party members. They hold key positions that potentially give them access to privileged information. They hold designations like senior political and government affairs specialist, clerks, economic advisors, executive assistants. Some of these party loyalists have been employed in these consulates for up to 16 years. And it does not end there. The CCP has invaded big businesses too. The Australian is one of the news organizations that has accessed this database. And they found that leading multinationals have employed Communist Party loyalists. The list includes names like Volvo, HSBC, Volkswagen, Citibank, IKEA, Jaguar Land Rover, Pfizer, the Australia-New Zealand banking group and Mercedes-Benz. The report also names companies like Boeing, that holds billions of dollars in defense contracts. Airbus and Rolls-Royce have also been named. Apparently, they employ hundreds of members of the CCP. Top British banks have not been spared either. Names like Standard Chartered and HSBC. Reports say that they employ more than 600 party members across 19 branches. Another name on this list is AstraZeneca, a pharma giant and a frontrunner in the Wuhan virus vaccine race. According to another report, both Pfizer and AstraZeneca, both pharma giants, employed a total of 123 Communist Party loyalists. These are serious revelations. And this report claims that this database has details of 79,000 Communist Party branches all over the world. 79,000. They have infiltrated the corporate world, universities and foreign missions. China is tapping foreign politicians too. The Communist Party of China has a special department for this purpose. It is called the International Department. Not very imaginative. Its job is to cultivate relationships and win support for China among foreign political parties. According to one claim, the International Department alone maintains ties with 600 political groups in more than 160 countries. In 2017, the International Department held a convention in Beijing. Leaders and members of political parties from 120 countries were invited. This included politicians from Japan, New Zealand, and the United States. And Xi Jinping was also present. He delivered the keynote address. Reports say many participants there signed a statement called the Beijing Initiative. This statement praised the Communist Party and Xi Jinping. The other key function of this international department is training foreign politicians. Last November, they organized a briefing. 200 delegates of political parties from almost 50 countries were invited. And they were briefed about the fourth plenum, a meeting of the Communist Party's members. The foreign politicians were told about the achievements of various provinces in China in practicing the Xi Jinping thought. This basically is a 360-degree invasion. The fact that China is doing all of this comes as no surprise. The extent of this invasion and the ease with which some of the biggest names have fallen prey is indeed shocking. And more than anything else, this data leak exposes how the Communist Party operates in compromising potential adversaries. Thank you for watching Gravitas on WION's YouTube channel. If you want to stay up to date with what's happening around the world, then subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like and share. Thank you very much for watching WION. World is One.